Okay, Reggie. Vikings got through their first 2 days of OTAs, gleaning some light here on certain position battles and injury timetables for guys like Irv Smith, Andrew Booth Jr., who continue to kind of take things slow and work their way back into things. But let's dive into some other position specifics, starting with arguably their one and only real starting job battle at right guard were Jesse Davis and Chris Reed, two veterans brought in via free agency this offseason, start out the season as the front runners. But how long until second round pick Ed Ingram starts to make a push, do you think? Or is this a two-man competition until proven otherwise? Like, what's your initial thoughts on the one and only starting job position battle?
I think it provides it's funny because with Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi coming in and just kind of going chalk as far as like bringing some of the veteran pieces back, adding pieces to what's already been assembled. I think it's really cool for them, I'm sure, to see some competition play out. I mean, look at everything across the board on the offensive side. Like Kevin O'Connell is a competitor, and I'm sure he likes to make competition happen. And I saw Dalvin Cook yesterday banging the drum for Kane, and he's like, hey, he has no ceiling. I think he should get more carries. And meanwhile, Deuce. Alexander Madison, he's like, wait a minute, Davin, what you talking about? Hold on, wait a minute. But I think it's cool for guys like Kevin O'Connell to like see, and this coaching staff to see some competition, because you look across the board, you got Cook, he's the established starter. Cousins, JJ, Thielen, Osborne, Irv Smith Jr. You got Christian Darrisaw, you got Bradbury. All these guys are kind of like shoot in as
set
the
in
starters.
Stone. Yeah. They're locked in.
And so you're like, ooh. And one thing is just like, look, it's right guard, but it's just like, some competition. Okay, come on, guys, let's see what you got. Let's do this. Let's mix it up. Let's see who has the
pop here.
Yeah, let's see who has the best chance to win this starting job for us. And I think, Kevin O'Connell is probably just like salivating at just trying to get these guys in a rotation and see who can win this job. Even early on, it's just like, that competition is going. Let's see. He's like a little kid in a candy store right now.
Yeah, there was a lot of discussion of the Vikings getting more center competition all offseason, maybe bringing a guy like J.C. Tretter from the Cleveland Browns, who's still a free agent, to push Garrett Bradbury. But as of now, it's clear, after getting every single first-team rep, he's the guy. And despite them not picking up his fifth-year option that would have paid him over $13 million, which they were never going to do, that never meant the Vikings were ready to kick him to the curb, but more so, it's just a prove-it year now for Bradbury, who has the starting gig all to himself and could make himself a lot of money if he finally reaches that first-round potential many were expecting now in year 4. Switching over to the defensive side of the ball here, everyone was anxious to see the Vikings' new 3-4 base defense look. The Vikings started out with Armon Watts, Dalvin Tomlinson, and Harrison Phillips as your 3-down linemen. No Hunter, no Za'Darius with their hand in the dirt at the 5 tech. They're not getting cued or anything quite yet. It feels like those guys are stand-up edge linebackers in the base defense for now. Who knows? I'm sure Ed Donatel will sprinkle in some different wrinkles and things like that as time goes on. But it's early. It's install time. I'm really interested to see how these backup positions battles shape out, because Vikings have a handful of young guys in the rotation behind the starters that could sniff out some serious playing time. And one guy you should keep your eye on is James Lynch from Baylor, who flashed a lot last year as a rookie, and he played the 5 tech at Baylor. So know he's comfortable and familiar with the role. I'm expecting him to make a strong push for that starting spot over Armon Watts when this is all said and done. Reggie, what other backup position battles are intriguing you right now? I mean, wide receiver 3 and 4, backup running back you mentioned, safety corner. I mean, linebacker, there's a whole mix of young guys. The starters are set. There's a lot of moving pieces, though, in that second and third team right now.
Was interesting because, shout out to Harrison Smith. He just became a father. Congrats. So he's not he's not participating in OTAs right now. And so I think that kind of presents an opportunity for the young guys. Last week they had the rookie camp, and guys like Lewis Seen, were able to finally kind of mix it up in purple. And so, I think with Harry kind of missing some time right here, it kind of gives some of these young guys behind him, the Cam Bynums of the world, to get some competition in and kind of get those reps in with the first team, see what it's like. You know what I mean?
Valuable reps here.
Yeah, and
sure.
so I think that's something that I'm interested in, and also just the linebacker position. I know.
Me too.
Anthony Barr's not there.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Kendricks has been a little bit away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of have to see what this new group is going to be, what the pairings are going to be, how they're going to mix it up, because it's just not all that clear right now. And so you're like, I think, it's early on. We're not talking about training camp. We're talking about OTAs. And so I think you really can't take too much away from what you see, because they're probably just trying to mix it up and just see what combinations they even have to work with right now. And so it's one of those things where I'm not really too concerned or too, keen on like, oh man, this person is up in the first team. Like, oh man, what does that mean? Like, I don't know if it means a whole lot right now. I think they're just trying to fill it out right now.
Za'Darius Smith coming off a serious back injury. Danielle Hunter's landed on the IR the last 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
These depth positions behind them could play pivotal roles if and when some of these guys miss some time at some point in the season. So again, just a lot of young, untapped guys on the roster we just don't know a lot about yet. We talked a few weeks ago before the draft about that underwhelming 2021 class they brought in. And it's not to say that they couldn't play if given the chance, but Mike Zimmer just never really gave a lot of those guys much playing time. Chaz Surratt, 3rd-round pick. Patrick Jones, 3rd-round pick. Wyatt Davis at guard, 3rd-round pick. And that's just last year. Now you've got another crop of rookies to add to the mix. So your starters feel set in stone, but all the action right now is happening behind them with a lot of moving parts, a lot of different variables taking place with those backup spots for sure. By the way, the Vikings now have the 3rd youngest team in the NFL, and apparently the 7th youngest team by average age in all of the 4 major sports. So many expect them to be highly competitive right now, right out the gate, which is true. But this roster is now loaded with a lot of young talent waiting to be developed and groomed, giving the Vikings, which should be a nice little window to grow into the next, 3 to 5 years.